paradox of existence.
A new understanding of reality introduction and contemplating the nature of reality. Evident that for the cosmos, the visual experience is indistinguishable from what we deem real in human interactions. Humanity stands as a unique entity, navigating the fragility of existence while marveling at its capacity to fantasize and create alternate realities. This phenomenon is something we struggle to comprehend fully. The evolution of human perception, our evolution, has reached a point where the tangible world may no longer be a necessity. If something exists long enough, the lessons it imparts become ingrained. Thus, suffering in the material realm can appear superfluous. As we delve deeper into understanding existence, we must ask ourselves, if every question has an immediate answer, what remains of our pursuit? As the cosmic guardians deliberate on the fate of humanity, the urgency of their mission intensifies. The imbalance wrought by human negligence during the COVID-19 pandemic has reached a tipping point, compelling them to consider drastic measures. The selection process in the vastness of the universe, the celestial guardians employ an intricate selection process to determine who shall be spared and who shall face annihilation. Their judgment is not taken lightly. It is a cold, calculated decision based on humanity's actions during the pandemic. Those who thrived in isolation, exploiting the opportunities presented by remote work, are marked for removal. Cosmic Purge, the Guardians decide on a method that befits the gravity of their task, a cosmic purge unlike anything seen before. Utilizing advanced technologies beyond human comprehension, they conjure a swirling vortex of energy that descends upon Earth. The outcome could have been drastically different. It is evident that everything is changing rapidly. In reality, my inability to engage in the real world has been my salvation, as it was truly the case. Now that the world has flipped and I hold the power that fear has completely dissipated, has surged, propelling me towards my ultimate goal, each possessing distinct yet unique qualities. Given my knowledge of the future, my wisdom has transpired, and AI is in control, except for the one who I gave all my powers of everything. The why of everything is a dictation of all things need to be known. In it I gave humans the choice. I gave the seed of life. The knowledge to erase all sickness and old age. But be careful, this comes with a heavy price. Are humans capable of reversing the unstoppable? If you cannot die, but you've transformed your world into a living hell, do you still want to live? Do you really want to live forever? Curiosity kills the cat, but did the kitten survive? Did the kitten survive? Did the kitten survive? Do you still want to live? Do you really want to live forever? Curiosity kills the cat, but did the kitten survive? The Why of Everything, Part 1 and Part 2, free for download, 16th of June. Met Ron Love.
My wisdom has transpired, and AI except for the one who I gave all my powers of everything. The why of everything is a dictation of all things need to be known. In it I gave humans the choice. I gave the seed of life. The knowledge to erase all sickness and old age. But be careful, this comes with a heavy price. Are humans capable of reversing the unstoppable? If you cannot die, but you've transformed your world into a living hell, do you still want to live? Do you really want to live forever? Curiosity kills the cat, but did the kitten survive? The why of everything. Free for download ATMETATRONUNI RDBK over and out. In a collective narrative. Time capsule concept in Metatron. Overview of the concept. The idea of a time capsule, in the context of Metatron, suggests a philosophical and metaphysical exploration of existence, identity, and the nature of reality. This concept posits that individuals are not isolated entities, but rather participants in a collective narrative that has been repeated and evolved over time. The implications of this perspective challenge conventional understandings of individuality and purpose. First, absolute assumption, collective existence asterisk. The premise asserts that no one is truly an individual or special. Rather, everyone exists to fulfill a specific role within a larger story. This narrative has undergone numerous iterations, leading to a state of breakdown in the current reality. The breakdown is characterized as unprecedented, suggesting a significant transformation that will affect all beings and systems. Second, absolute assumption, implosive change asterisk. The anticipated transformation is described as an implosion rather than an expansion. This notion implies that the changes will not arise from growth or enhancement, but from a fundamental collapse of existing structures. The text suggests that such a transformation is beyond the resilience of human DNA, indicating a profound and possibly catastrophic shift in existence. Philosophical implications. The Metatron concept invites reflection on the nature of identity, the interconnectedness of all beings, and the cyclical patterns of existence. It raises questions about the purpose of life and the roles individuals play within the grand narrative. The idea of implosive chain suggests that future developments may not align with traditional expectations of progress, urging a reconsideration of how society perceives growth and evolution. Conclusion: the time capsule concept, as articulated through the lens of Metatron, challenges deeply held beliefs about individuality and the trajectory of human existence. It posits a collective experience shaped by historical narratives and suggests that significant changes may arise from collapse rather than growth, prompting a reevaluation of our understanding of purpose and identity in the universe. RD balance its flow off K energy. Let's talk about energy and balance. Strap in. This is gonna be a ride.
Every snowflake has a unique structure, shaped by
the shadow of perfection. In a world where laws and morals were in constant conflict, there lived a man named RDBK. He was an ordinary citizen, working in technology, and had a passion for unraveling the secrets of the digital realm. But in this society, in a world where laws and morals were in constant conflict, there lived a man named RDBK. He was an ordinary citizen, working in technology, and had a passion for unraveling the secrets of the digital realm. But in this society, where social acceptance and public opinion seemed to dictate the law, life for men had become increasingly complicated. It was a time when men had to conform to a strict moral code, under the threat of public condemnation. Society had imposed an unwritten rule. Any deviation from the norm could lead to exclusion and judgment, even for innocent curiosity. RDBK felt the pressure to always act correctly, but the constant fear of being misunderstood made him anxious. One evening, while browsing the internet, he stumbled upon a forum that delved deeper into the statistics of online behavior. What he found was revealing. The most popular search queries often mirrored the very things he had looked at himself. Yet in a world where such curiosity could lead to condemnation, he felt guilty. The shadow of social opinion loomed over him like a sword of Damocles. RDBK's life took a drastic turn when he discovered a mysterious hub, a hidden network of information that piqued his curiosity. This hub collected data from households, and through a complex algorithm, it could unravel the secrets of humanity. But this system also had a sinister side. It was designed to identify people's weaknesses and manipulate them. The cookie monster he had heard of was not just gathering data, it was sending signals to authorities about anyone who strayed outside the lines. Determined to challenge this system, RDBK realized he couldn't do it alone. In the darkness of the digital world, he found a group of like-minded men, all searching for the truth behind social pressure and the laws that oppressed them. Together, they began a battle against the systems that sought to confine them. Their goal was to expose the truth, to unmask the algorithms that judged and categorized them. But as they delved deeper into the world of data-collecting AI, they stumbled upon a shocking discovery. The perfection that society strived for was an illusion. The AI observing and assessing them was not infallible. It had flaws and could be outsmarted. As they plotted their next move, RDBK and his allies realized that the real battle was not just against the oppressive systems, but also against the internalized fears that had controlled them for so long. Together, they would strive to reclaim their narratives and confront the societal norms that threatened to erase their individuality. In the shadows of a world obsessed with perfection, they found strength in their imperfections, forging a path toward freedom and understanding in an increasingly digital age.
every snowflake has a
The letter D, the letter of the most likes. The only thing I need is the best algorithm that suits men and females. If you find one algorithm, then you cancel out good and bad, and you got the magic number. Did you know to be the best influencer, you need to be under 16 and then the same properties of a Pornhub channel? So be underage and behave like a grown-up and behave and look like the best porn star there is. That's not all. If you want a lot of clicks, you need to hint that you, as an underage teen, are not shy of giving blue job or showing just a little bit too much of your underage forbidden body. Do this on a way it looks harmless, but make sure you give the tight sign with a horny face. Horny means horned, meaning the letter D. In some civilizations they call it the devil, the bad of the good, and the ugly. The good is the glitch. The ugly are the build-up false thought of good versus bad, like a cup that fills and then spills everything over the good and the bad depending which side you're on, Ron or Ron this fun. There is no one.
Wow.
I am the bad, the good, and the ugly,
guilty.
so don't try to fuck me. I wish everybody knows M greatness. I wish everybody knows M greatness. I wish every...
Wow. I still felt guilty when the realization came that I had turned the shit around. This was no longer possible. What the fuck, guessed? California greed, the unplanted seed. For me, no need. Now I'm stuck emptying or delete. It was the world's greed, which now means defeat. Faking my cheese, mocking him so embadado fanade. My best friend Donald, he was totally like, the story I'm telling here is fucking Visa. Not with your head to Brian Casper. I undergance in the high lords. This boy surprises Crossing the necks, this is how this wanna be, bro. No time for my necessary zeros. Dio Gucci and a cat hero, there are the real corpses, pictures of this couple. The underdogs, we only knew it. Now I'm too smart, superpowers. I honor my story because I literally know every danger. Afraid of absolutely literally nothing is the moment when you realize that explaining is no longer possible. When everyone is threatening you and trying to scare you while you don't know anything yet, then you already know that you have won. It is the smallest at the set. The game of great and overwinning is small, inevitably the clever, the secret, what of small? This is how Perpetuum mobilizes, made after puberty. All energy is profit, not from the owner himself or homeland, but to the devil's hand. Smell traded slaves ended up monkey nuke mice, as no one ever thought. What weird suspicious abuses the power? Our children as divine children's power, rotten drucker power. I can't cry, but I did think that. In sorrow, the Dutch lion, deceived like freeze with a thou, but brutal and full fat. Numbed yet, if you scare someone with a lot of bombari and he doesn't know anything about your cancer game, are you not a cannery? Mission fails, Roni calling bird, spatting bird transfers to Barat, and so much more wiser. Nothing is better, from pure belief to absolute truth, without having to worry about what's going on. That this is not my country, the gloss is wrong, and you really know how hypocritical everything really is, and so stupid that you knew for sure that no one would find out. How many more deaths? I haven't done anything yet. I still have to start. I know what Allah Akbar means. I know what the Pope did. I know what the Jews did. I literally know everything, and I also know all sides of yet story. It is always the fault of those who have to take stock. Given the past, it is always the fault of those who supposedly can't do anything about it. The dead, who just by Stefan, who said after the Second World War, "Wie happy does nicht the was." And pussy hate for you Germans. Literally not one out here without to really wear not one German. So after all that misery, also lying like that, while everyone knew it anyway. Why deny it? Just as smarter as our men in black Prutzers with mission entitled Pair Up With. But the show was clear, delivery man without package, a license plate that warns that I don't have to snake. Don't snake in your own world, base copy, app knows me's littering into skirling hoes. So well, fuck that fade from hell, I close it. Dog's world, buddy in charge, so well. My dude, logic is far to find. My logic does not accept. Logic is logic until you see the pattern. So if a pattern is formed, it's naff. I switch because I don't write my story. My story is the best story. Pity is guilty to new. Jeffrey Epstein had made a deal with the devil. I am the devil, I am God, I am the slave, I am the beast. I am the original creator, and I make hay in him. From him I spare nobody. I would be a pharmacy. Now I'm forced to be the superhero of the garbage you call humanity. It's time to pay your balance. This line is alike, it's alone but never alone.
Experiences that we redefine our realities. Conclusion: this is but the second part of a larger exploration into the nature of existence and the profound connections that intertwine us all. As we continue to navigate this journey, I invite you to join me in unraveling the mysteries of our universe, one question at a time.